Welcome back to Hi Guys, it's your boy BDR and I'm back with another AQ Roads class overview. Now today's video is going to be a class overview on Northlands Monk. So Northlands Monk, it came out 5 years ago. It was the 2019, Christmas winter class. So I haven't touched this class I haven't touched this class since the pandemic. So I decided, since I'm basically, on a roll with these Christmas classes, might as well just do Northlands Monk as well, am I right? So yeah, decided to take Northlands Monk out of the bank. Now let's see how it operates with Forge enhancements. Now then, let's get started with how to obtain Northlands Monk. So the way to obtain, Northlands Monk is by, you had to slash join Fransisco, walk all the way up, and, defeat the Frozen Soul Queen. Now, she has two modes. She has a level 50 mode, and she has a level 100 mode. Doing the level 100 mode will, provide a higher drop rate for Northlands Monk. So, obviously, since it's, since the class just came back, I'm pretty sure there's like people that could, like, rush the boss and whatnot. So getting the class shouldn't be that hard, especially if there's going to be like a full lobby. And plus she's elemental, so whip out elemental boosting items against elementals. So yeah. Alright then, let's talk about the skills. So Northlands Monk, wow. This class doesn't even have a description. Just 3 dots. Just like Red from Pokemon. Anywho, the rank 1 skill, which is Present, 10 mana, 6-second cooldown, magical, long range, 1 target, applies either a small, medium, or a large DOT to one enemy, and a small, medium, or large HOT to you. Each effect lasts 4 seconds. Okay. Then next we have Winter Wind, 15 mana, 8-second cooldown, magical, long range, 1 target. Blast your opponent with a gust of cold air, lowering the haste, and increasing their incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. Then you have the rank 3 skill, Northern Lights, 15 mana, 12-second cooldown, infinite range, up to 7 targets. Increasing hit chance, haste, and outgoing damage to yourself and up to 6 allies by 10% for 10 seconds. Each ally buffed by this skill gives you 1 stack of Frostful Spirit, which increases your outgoing damage by 5% per stack for 8 seconds. Okay. Your rank 4 passives, Fortitude, damage resistance increased by 10%, and Peacebringer, HOT and DOT power increased by 10%. Then you have your Holiday Spirit Bomb. Wow, nice Dragon Ball reference. 20 mana, 14-second cooldown, long range, 1 target. Channel the Frostville Spirit into a ball of magical energy and launch it at your opponent, dealing huge damage. Your allies give you strength. Damage increases with stacks of Frostville Spirit. Then we have the rank 10 passive Festive Fury, outgoing damage, crit chance, and crit damage increased by 8%. So what we can gather from this class so far is that, you'll do more damage as long as you have like a full lobby with you, because it's like, the only way your Holiday Spirit Bomb is really going to do massive damage is if you're in a full lobby. And in the present, it could apply an HOT and a DOT at the same time, but it is RNG based as well. That's what we can gather from this class so far. Alright then, let's look at combos and enhancements. Alright guys, so this is the build that we're going to rock with for Northlands Monk. This class is offensive caster, so obviously we're going to rock some Wizard. Valiant for core stats. Puma, Numa for intellect. Cape, I did go with base Wizard for this one. I mean, if you want to rock, Absolution can work here, but the damage will be lowered. And there's also Lamet as well, but I'm kind of grinding that at the moment. So we're just gonna do this. So yeah, for your combo, okay, this is kind of like before the fight. For your combo, you're gonna want to do 4 twice. Twice, and then you're gonna want to do 2, 3, and then 5. Now, this class, like I said before, this class is, way too dependent on, having a full lobby. Otherwise, your DPS is just not going to be as good. And also another thing to note, use 4 as soon as possible, because, obviously the more stacks that you do, the more stacks of Frostful Gifts, the more damage you're going to do with your Spirit Bomb. As you see right there, we just hit 30k. So yeah, the presents, they are, RNG based. There's small gift, which can apply to small HLT. Then you have, present that could provide DLTs. You gotta be on your P's and Q's about, using 4, doing it again. Another stack of Frostville gifts. See, we're getting large presents, which means, large DLTs, gift. Right there. It's just that, obviously with a full group, this class's DPS can, go through the roof. And again, most public situations require you to be in pubs, everyone's favorite part about AQ Worlds, public lobbies, some of the best people around. Enough about that. It's just, by itself, as long as you, spam 4 as much as possible, this class can actually be, a good, no, I wouldn't say good, I'll say decent soloer, as long as you keep on stacking your Frostville Spirit. You could have some nice DPS with the nukes. You right there, 15k. And just overall, this class, it could apply debuffs, it could apply, a DLT. Oh, 51k, wow. That's actually quite nice. So yeah, in terms of soloing, yeah, by itself is just like, unless you like longer soloing fights, I wouldn't, recommend this class for soloing, as its DPS is infinitely better when you're in a full group. Now then, let's move on to farming. In terms of farming, don't use this class for farming, as all of its attacks are just, single target. While it is long range, all of its attacks are only one target. So yeah, don't use this class for farming. Alright, then let's move on to survivability. Alright guys, so, in terms of survivability, I mean, I have Absolution on for, for HLT purposes. Otherwise, we'll probably be getting pretty clamped up right now. Oh, never mind. So yeah, in terms of survivability, yeah, unless you have like a full group, this class ain't really doing that much in that department. Alright then, let's move on to support and final thought. In terms of support, oh, brain fart. Northlands Monk can provide support by applying a DLT with the present. Winter Wind can increase incoming damage, their incoming damage. And, Frostville Spirits can actually, increase their hit chance, haste, and outgoing damage by 10% for 10 seconds. Now we got support out of the way. The pros about Northlands Monk is that, it's a free class, it's easy to use, and it's a good support option. It could provide HOTs and debuffs. Now then, the cons about Northlands Monk is that it is way too codependent on being in the full lobby. And, its present is completely RNG based. And yeah, that's basically the main problem with Northlands Monk. It's just way too dependent on having about being in a full lobby, a full 7-person lobby. Now, if you are in a full 7-player lobby, then this class can actually do some damage. But, for the most part, people just want to play with their guild or just play solo. And, pubs aren't, aren't the best place in the world to be at. So, yeah, there's just basically better options if you are going to go into 7-player challenge bosses. So yeah, my final verdict about Northlands Monk is that, it's a good support option, but it's just way too codependent on about being in a full lobby. I recommend getting this class if you're a mid-game player or someone that collects classes. Alright then, that's pretty much been it for the Northlands Monk video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, roll to 300, and yeah, hi guys, out.